for Deanna and Jeff's fall cleanup. Over here we cleaned up the leaves from this area, cutting back anything that still needed to be cut back. Same thing over here is pretty messy from whatever work they were doing, but we did tidy up the top of the laurels so it's nice and even now. We got in with the leaves, cleaning up, so blew all of this out, cleaned up their little planter area. And then over here, same thing. Kind of left this one a mess last time. We were in a rush, so really tidied it up here, trimming back the anemone and then tidying up the hosta or the hydrangeas. Noticing a little bit of brown on top of these laurels. I'm not sure if now would be the time to trim or not, but I think we might have another day here. So this was all raked out and cleaned. And then here too, covered in these leaves, but they are now mostly just beautiful creeping jenny underneath. It's really filled in. And we also swept up this golf area, cleaning and tidying, and then all the way in between the spruces as well, cleaning up here, and then back here. Loving it. Just lots of fall cleanup all the way through these garden beds and around here. It's pretty frozen today. Got a little bit of melting when the sun came out this last hour. We're gonna pick that up. Oops, forgot to mention we also emptied out the planters out front of any plants. Now it's just soil with those trees that she wants removed. Over here we cut back the wisteria on the floor. It really doesn't need to be growing on the ground. We just wanted to grow upwards, so we took that out. Took a lot of leaves out. Took a lot of leaves out underneath, and then cut back the rose bush to a third. Everything is pretty much still covered in snow, but got the leaves out between the boxwoods, and oops, watching my step for dog poop. Over here, the raspberry bushes, we cut back these guys to a, half basically. Oh, so much snow. And then over here was really snowy, so we did what we could in terms of leaves. Between here a little bit, and then they have a sweet living room out of sand or snow. So these guys got cut down, the Brunera, and letting the ground cover go. And then, oh, so snowy, but back here, leaves removed, everything tidied up and raked thoroughly. And then, oops. So we spent a majority of the day in the back, but we did some important work in the side and the front as well. So I'm not really sure if we have another day scheduled for here, but we definitely handled it as if this was our last day. The anemone cut back right here. This was already cut back. Cut back the wisteria quite a bit, and we hopped in the window wells over here. So these are all nice and ready to go, super clean. Nothing growing in there, and no leaves on the bottom, or no accumulation of leaves. Raked all of this out. Underneath here too, did a really nice job with the driveway in the front. To the side, cut this bad guy back so it's just, like a foot beneath the window well. They do have a broken screen down there, but we remove a screen, swept it all up. I see there's still a few pieces down there, but it is much better than it was before. Cleaning in all around here under the roses. The roses we attacked last time, so it's looking quite nice. But we also got in this little one. They all had an accumulation of leaves, and some wisteria growing in. Now it's all handled. I also blew out the driveway. There were a lot of leaves falling from these trees that we picked up, and they are still continuing to fall, so you still see quite a few. Up here, we got the leaves from these front trees. Whatever wasn't covered in snow, so this bed, that one, and that one. And then any exposed leaf areas around here. Tucked back in here to get more leaves out. Cut back the Brunera. All raked out. And there's still some leaves tucked deep in the back here that we would like to get next time, but if not, they are very well hidden for now. And then a discovery today. The wisteria is growing into these trees. So you can see where I snipped off a couple of them. I snipped off quite a few, tried to release the branch from the prison. But this could be on their radar. Probably will be no big deal over the winter, but come spring, we don't really want the trees to be constricted. You can see it back here as well. So just a ladder and some TLC to unwind carefully and snip it off so we don't break these trees would be really helpful for the longevity of these trees here. And all these roses we cut back last time. So that is it for the fall cleanup.